Hi there, and welcome to the Barbara Young channel, and welcome to my Friday Sews. And this is the last Friday Sews of the year. We'll be in a new year, or next year as it were, next Friday. So yeah, last one of this year. Been a mixed bag this year. I suppose a lot of ups and downs for me this year. Been very sort of varied. Things that didn't get done that I wanted to, you know, and things that happened that I didn't necessarily want to happen, and, you know, things that didn't happen at all that I wanted to try and arrange and get sorted, plans that went awry, and yeah, projects not finished. But I suppose that's how it is, isn't it? You know, we have those times when we're up on a high and everything seems to be going fine, and then we have those times when it's just not as well, you know. But there we go. That is 2025, and this little break, this little holiday break that we've got now, for those of you who are having a bit of a holiday, I'm just having a quiet time myself now, so not really been up to much, and I've not got anything planned. So I think I'll just do some sewing, and that's where I've started with some sewing, and I've actually started with making a skirt. So let's have a look at that. So finding myself having a quiet time at the moment for this week, I decided to, I'll say, make a skirt, and it is the Simplicity 8133, that one. And for those of you who watch my channel, you'll know that I've made this one before. Actually, I've made it quite a few times. There must be about 7 or 8 versions of it now, but a few versions ago, as it were, I managed to work out how I wanted this skirt to be, made some adjustments and some amendments to it, and since then I just like making it because it's such a brilliant skirt. It's a nice little wrap skirt. I am making effectively the shortest version of it, and here is my latest incarnation of this skirt. There we go. Look at that. This is a lovely lovely material, got a nice feel to it. When I first got hold of this material, which is actually from the swaps table from my sewing social, so whoever left this there, thank you very much. It is a nice nice bit of material. It felt like it might be maybe a wool or possibly a cotton blend, but I decided to do a little test on it. I didn't set it on fire, don't worry. It wasn't burning the garden down with that one. What I did is I normally get the iron, set the iron on to quite high, put a cloth on the fabric so I don't actually do any scorching, and then put the iron on top and just see how it feels. And that normally gives me a good idea of what it's like, what it could be, and how it might iron. And I immediately knew straight away that this is actually polyester, or a polyester blend. It's got to be the way that the iron sat on it, the way that it felt. I can't imagine that this is anything else but polyester blend of some sort. This fantastic material, which is really nice. And I have noticed that for somehow, even though the seams here, I do seem to have done quite well with the pattern. It goes round nicely on the seams. Again, that wasn't intentional. That's just happened. I just seem to have been very lucky at getting that pattern to match up. But that's brilliant. So there we go. Now the lining, as you can see, it's a bit fancy, this lining, isn't it? Now this is actually from a duvet set. Now I had the duvet, and it was a light coloured one, and it had this big strip on it near the bottom of it. It's quite a deep strip, and it went all the way across, and I was like, well, I might take that off, because the duvet set, well, it wasn't the best, and I decided I was going to use the material for doing mock-ups, which I did. But I had this big strip, and I wanted to keep that and use it for something, and that's exactly what I did. I used it to create this this lining, which is absolutely brilliant. Look at that, it's absolutely lovely. And it's obviously polyester. You can see it, you can feel it, but it makes a brilliant lining, and that used up that whole strip. Of course, I also did the waistband with it, and I even did the pockets with it, so that's brilliant. So it worked out really nicely. So I think what I'll do is I'll put it on and we can have a look and see how it looks on me. And here it is, my new skirt, which I really like. It's a really lovely skirt. I say it's only just done, hot off the iron, off the sewing machine, as it were. I've actually got some chalk marks still in it because it's I've literally just finished it today. So yeah, I like this. It's a really lovely skirt. And I know it's a lovely skirt because I've got several versions of it. I've got a couple over here actually, which is this one, which is the Laura Ashley fabric that I made it from, which again has got this heavy lining in it, blue lining, which I like. And then I've got this one, which is my favourite one, which is the wool mix material. Yeah, browns again, very nice. And this one again has a nice lining in there. And this one, again, it has lining, has that purple lining. One of the things I did is when I hemmed it, I put this hem material on there. So it says "So Happy." I can see that. Yeah, maybe. And then the other thing I did, of which I've also done on a previous one, is where it has this the waistband where it comes down, I've put this extra piece in there. Just makes it easier to get this to fold down and to pull it into the right position. And then if this doesn't quite stitch in the ditch on this side properly, it will at least catch this material, even if it doesn't quite catch this. But it seemed to have worked out quite well this time, this one, without too much problems with getting it to sew up, doing stitch in the ditch, which is something that I always, well, I don't dread doing it, but I know it takes a lot of concentration because I need to get it right and to get everything in the right place. So putting that extra little bit on the waistband just helps me to pull the waistband and get it into the right position, the right shape, and then I can pin it easier as well, because that little extra bit helps me to keep it in place. So what I do is I just take some ordinary bias tape, I iron it out flat and then just fold it in half and then put that on there, and that seems to work really well in keeping that waistband just how I want to get that last bit of sewing done to get the waistband on. So yeah, so there we go. And this one's quite nice. I say pattern matching, that's just coincidental. Didn't mean to do that, but it's nice that it has come out that way. So yeah, all in all, a really nice a nice skirt again. It's a big bow on there. I know it's always these long bits, I could make them a bit more lightweight, but I don't mind. It's part of the waistband. That's how it's created. So yeah, as I say, pockets, got pockets in there, and it's a length that I like for this particular skirt. I could make it longer at some point. I might make a longer version of it to come down sort of just past the knee maybe, but this suits me just fine. I really enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed making it. It took me just over a day and a bit really, and I probably could have done it in just the one day if I'd really put my mind to it and got on with it, but you know, I took it easy, didn't try to rush it, or you know, I didn't want to make any mistakes really. So yeah, so there we go. A new skirt, the Simplicity 8133 skirt. So that's beginning of my sort of holiday break, doing stuff, which as I said is going to be a quiet one. I mean, I've still got the whole of next week to go because there's the new year as well, which I imagine everybody's I suppose probably gearing up to go and celebrate, but I'll just be taking a quiet time this year, and hopefully that means I'll still have lots of sewing to be done. So if I get my head together and get focused on it, then I suppose I could get on with some of those projects that really have sort of stalled and not got on with, and they sort of got away from me a bit, that I really do want to get done and get moving on with. So yeah, quite time to get some sewing done hopefully. And that's about it really, I think. The end of the year all gone by. I suppose I should say Thank you to Jen from Danger and Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Friday Sews. Nearly forgot that, didn't I? And I don't know if many other people are going to be doing a Friday Sews today, but it is, I don't know, seems like the end of something, but I also know it's going to be the beginning of other things, isn't it? So I just got to plod on and push through and get some things done. But anyway, enough of my jabbering. Sounded like a parrot here, keep going on. So I shall leave it there. Hope you've all had a wonderful break, a lovely time, and you get to have a really nice time for the new year, whatever it is that you might be doing or wherever you might be. So have a good time, Happy New Year, and hopefully see you in the new year. If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe. All comments are welcome. I love reading your comments, and take it easy. So I think it's just left me to say thank you very much for watching my video. I look forward to seeing my next video. Bye.
Young.